Welcome back to the Gravity Rush Remastered Speedrunning Beginner's Guide. This is going to be episode 7, and this is the dead route. Alright, so first, just skip the tutorial, and we're going to kick straight over to Plasian. Game tells you to go to the train, but you don't actually need to do it. Now, we're not going to be able to make it there all in one gauge usage. You want to kick a little bit high, because you're going to run out, and you want to fall so that you can collect the gems right below the city right here. We're going to fall down, and once our gauge comes back, you want to kind of be even, because you want to collect all these gems here. And then we're going to kick right around here, and then the episode is going to start right here. So this is pretty straightforward, this episode. There is a boss fight at the end of it. Most of it's an auto-scroller, though, the boss fight itself, and we're going to talk about all the gems that you're going to want to collect during it. But other than that, it's kind of straightforward. This is a lot of gem collecting during autos. Alright, so first, you're going to want to go here, just straight across of them. Questionable. This guy down here, he's going to give you the quiz. So the answers are going to be Fire, Aquarius Academy, and Left Hand. One thing to point out, so if you look, and this is only on the American version, if you see how X is on the right side and circles on the bottom, that's because from the Japanese version of the game, they literally just swapped every instance of circle and X in the game, because X, for like the American version, is how you accept things, it's how you start missions. Circle is how you cancel, and then on the Japanese version it's vice versa, so circle will accept missions, X will cancel missions. So if you notice, X is on the right side. So you just gotta be aware of that, because if like the options are randomized, like fire is on X right now, so you just have to make sure you're pressing the correct button, because if you get the quiz wrong, you just have to redo it. It's not a big problem, you don't lose a lot of time, but of course it is unfortunate. So we got fire, and then the Aquarius Academy. I just look for the Q, and then whichever one has the Q is the right one, so that's another X. And then we got left hand, so it's going to be on square. It's always the same question answers, it's just the order that they're put in is randomized. Alright, after that, we're just going to go straight up the side of this building here. Going to grab the 10 gem on top of here, grab the 20 gems here, and then the runner's going to be directly below us. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch him. He's going to come out on the other side once he comes out again. Right there. We're going to kick across right up here. Now this is a little tight, so you just got to be careful. Grab this 10 gem here, and then we're going to kick immediately back over here. If you get too far away from him, then it is going to hurt you. So once he kind of starts running back there, we do want to grab the little 10 gem on top of here. Just get a little bit of extra gems while we can without wasting any time. We want to get the optimal strat. You can actually land on his head like that. Aw, I didn't stay on him for too long. Alright, here we want to try a trigger claw similar to the trigger claw that we did earlier. You're going to press triangle kind of as soon as he appears, and then mash L1, because if you don't get it like how I did, then you can just cancel it immediately. But you'll know you got it if you don't cancel, if you can't cancel it instantly. But either way, we're going to go straight to Newt. This is a section we call a whole Newt world, where we're going to carry Newt on a magic carpet ride. Just kick through the gems, grab everything you can. They're little heart-shaped gems, oh, isn't that cute? Okay, so we're going to fly over here. The actual, like, triggers at each scene are pretty forgiving, so you just have to get, like, in their general range. Sometimes if you don't pick up all the gems in the rings, the hearts won't appear, but again, the hearts themselves are maybe only like, I think it's like 6 or 7 gems, so they're really not that valuable. It's not like super important that you pick all these up, but it doesn't hurt because they're directly in your path. Okay, and now we're about to fight Kusiko, or the spider, whichever one you like to call it. A couple things to note before we start with the spider. So we're going to skip the cutscene, and then there's going to be a little tutorial that comes up. Alright, so, you can basically RGK all of the gems on its back really fast, and we're going to kind of want to do that as quickly as possible. And then we're just going to, except we do want to leave a little bit of HP on at least one of its gems, because what we're going to do is we're going to be using Gravity Typhoon to kind of, like, hit her and trigger her to move on, and, we need to make sure that there's a little bit of health on the gems so that the rocks have something to target and hit, because you can't really like aim Gravity Typhoon without something for it to target. Okay, one thing to note too, it has 4 checkpoints at 4 gems, so it's 1 per checkpoint. But basically we're going to be rapid gravity kicking and destroying her gems like pretty much instantly before she makes it to the first checkpoint. Okay, so just to start off, kick to her first gem, double kick, or just RGK. She does stop in place, so that gives you a little bit of time to grab anything. You might want to pick up the blue gem here, just kind of direct yourself to get it. Got that gem. Okay, so I'm going to leave this last gem alive. This is the first checkpoint here, just kick her, and she'll move on. We're going to fall down here, pick up this 10 gem here, and we're going to turn around, and we're going to grab the gems along the train path. This is going to give us the most amount of gems that we can during this section. And then you see that ring of gems off to the left? That's right near the void out zone, and we're going to want that. So just kick here, grab as many as you can, void out, and then you're going to hold up and try and mash triangle. And then we're just going to hit her with a Gravity Typhoon, because that's right when she reaches the second checkpoint. And then you'll see her health go down. That means you hit her. She's going to keep moving on. Then we're going to run off here and grab these gems. Grab the line of 60 right here. And then we're going to kick along this path. Kick up over the building. And then this is going to be where her third checkpoint is. So we've already destroyed 3 of her gems, so we're fine. Oh, I didn't mean to crash land there. But you can pick up an object, just chuck it at her. And then we're just going to move on from here. So you're going to go back down, follow this line. Then we're going to pick up these 60, and there's going to be some 40 up here to the left. Grab that, and then you're going to kick to the other side, and then kick up this building. There's going to be 30 on top of it while we wait for gauge to refill. And then we're going to pick this up, and then we're going to swing across here and grab these 20. Now, of course, I have to kill the last gem when she lands, and then she always meets in the middle of this courtyard. That last gem. Oh, that just whipped. There we go. And then this starts the final phase. This is just double kicks RGKs as fast as you can. Oops. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, you want to try to not use your special here because you actually will need it at the start of episode 8. Of course, I'm creating saves in between this, and I'm doing each episode individually, so my special will be back. But do what you can to try to focus it and press triangle on her without accidentally using a special, because we will use Gravity Typhoon in the very first fight of the next episode. But other than that, it's literally just understanding the gem route, collecting as many gems as you can. Be a little careful on the runner. That's going to be one you might want to practice if you do. It's only like... I think it's like 24 gems we collect during the runner, so it's optimal, but it's also risky, so if you're not confident in it, don't even worry about it. But as far as collecting the gems during the spider fight, like, you can't really slow yourself down too much. The only thing is if you take so long that you don't meet up with her, but like at her checkpoint, then you'll be losing a little bit of time, but it's not too much. So just learn that gem route. That's an incredibly important gem route to make sure we make up for a lot of those gems that we spent on Gravity Typhoon so far. And that's it. Thanks for watching.